Most advice and most of the answers you'll find come from a sample size of one. And if you're not careful, it may actually be from a sample size of none. Now, what I mean by this today is that quite often when we hear from someone, even from an area of their expertise, they can only really give us the details of their own unique experiences, which always have so many factors involved about their circumstances, about their background. And as soon as we ask them a question outside of their direct experience, we've gone from a sample size, or a test set of one, to a sample set of none, in which no one we're talking to has actually had the experience they're speaking to. Now, obviously, I talk about a lot of things every day, so where am I coming from, or why is my suggestion any different? And this has to do with a number of things. First of all, it's got to do that I go out of my way to interview lots and lots and lots of people. I've now had more than 90 hour-long conversations with different game developers, 90 plus different game developers around the world, to better get a sense of what is and isn't working in their life and their strategy and so on. As an educator, working with people one-on-one and in the group setting, in both cases, I've had direct instances where I see people taking my direct advice, my coaching, my recommendations, and over the period of years that I work with them, I see where it doesn't get them, what's working and what isn't. And this is why so often when I can talk about a message, I'll hear comments and responses in the replies that say, that speaks exactly to my situation. How did you read my mind? Have you been seeing my emails? How did you know that was a problem I was having? And it's because I'm working with people who have these exact same kinds of problems as a lot of my listeners do. And when I say working with these problems, obviously it extends not just in terms of game programming, because this isn't like a one-off fix their debugging problem. Quite often it relates to their time management. It relates to their ability to interface effectively with other people on their team. Interfaces to do with how they plan out a longer-term project, stick to it, and release it on time. These are general skills, but again, it's not just from my own experiences doing it. It's that my advice has been tested again and again and again by working with people, seeing how it comes out, adapting, iterating on it, asking for their feedback. Through now over several hundred games have been released through the different clubs that I've been forming and building over the years. Most recently the Game Keto Club, of course, being what I do today. I bring this up also because it's a reminder of the importance of accounting for the halo effect. Whenever we hear advice on television, on social media, etc., from somebody famous, whether they're famous from entertainment, most often music, movies, TV, maybe they're a comedian, whatever it might be, it's someone who's earned the right by all means to be in front of a camera because they can put on a great performance, but there's not necessarily any correlation between their charisma on stage or on film and the amount of effort they've actually put into understanding things about the world around them. Quite often we may find that some of these people who've gotten quite a head start in life or have had some great success in one area may not have even had a standard, typical adult's understanding of the world around them, in part because they didn't have to. They were so successful that they maybe didn't need grades. Maybe weren't held accountable to it. Maybe no one felt like they could argue with someone so famous. Now, this isn't always universally true. There are certainly entertainers who've gone out of their way to educate themselves in politics, and agriculture, and international issues, and medicine, and all kinds of other things, and then there's others who haven't. But the halo effect is when we assign the ideas about we like this person, we like their charisma, therefore we assume they're good at something else, and it's a fallacy. So it's just useful to be aware of and I'll keep on the lookout for, am I trusting this because of who's saying it, rather than what evidence, what sample set are they drawing from? How much have they tested their ideas? And that's the thought for the day.